The time of year has come once again to be spooky. Yes, it is Halloween, but with that comes one small issue. I have no videos planned, no game reviews, nothing. Now, of course, I have my cheap Dracula costume planned with my lazy cape and plastic fangs, but nothing else. Nothing. So, you know what? I'm sorry, but there's just gonna be no reviews this Halloween. Unless... Goosebumps Horrorland is a video game released in October of 2008, based on the best-selling book series of the same name written by R.L. Stine. It was released on the Wii, Nintendo DS, and PlayStation 2. However, today we'll be taking a look at the Wii version, which is often considered the best of the three, though that's not saying much. Immediately we're greeted by quite the menu screen, if I say so myself. We have three options, those being story, arcade, and options, in addition to a boy. Because why not? Make him the center front of this game. May I also add how awful the music is? Take a listen. What need was there anyway for low quality piano music and chainsaw noises in the first place? Now for the best part of character customization, choosing an icon. Yay! After a thankfully short loading screen, we immediately jump into a cutscene to see a house and whatever that thing is. It decides to knock on the door for no apparent reason, but when somebody comes to the door, it's completely gone. But it did leave one thing.
What's this?
Admit one to the grand opening of Horrorland, where nightmares come to life.
Whatever.
Now you see, at this point I'd complain about how ridiculous it is to throw out a theme park ticket that you just got for free, but considering it's the gateway to the rest of this game, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to blame you. However, soon enough, the ticket immediately comes out of the bin and comes back to go. Are you kidding me? I was so excited, I thought that was the end of the game. Why do you do this to me? Well, she eventually gives in, and they take a trip to Horrorland. Now that we're here, why not take a look around? I mean, it won't get me anywhere in life, but it'll get me somewhere in the game. Ooh, bumper cars! Let's waste some more time!
Yo, yo, yo! It's Bumper Carnage, where every bump could be your last.
Wait, so you're trying to tell me that I could achieve my last moment in this game? Alright, sweet, I'll get hit as many times as I can!
Hold on to your steering wheels. This is gonna be a bumpy ride.
Excitement! There's nothing particularly much to say about this minigame. It's just bumper cars, but with a lot more violence. And clowns. And sharks. Because that's a war that's just waiting to happen. Oh hey, I won! Heading back to our trusty map, we do my favourite thing of all, walking around the park. Our second game is Horrorland Derby. Fun? The premise is simple. The player has to roll a ball while there's a racetrack in front of them, featuring them and many other creatures. They go along, and the higher you roll, the faster you go. Simple enough. But the AI is an absolute pain. As you can see, I'm far behind everyone else. Flashbacks are intensifying. Well, after that painful minigame, we once again head back to the best thing in the whole game, walking. And walking. And walking. But hey, no need to worry, because soon enough we end up at Calamity Canyon, the first coaster in the game. And it's a coaster, alright. Pretty dangerous one, but it's still a coaster nonetheless. Whoa! As shown by this phenomenal voice acting, she's clearly excited. Whoa! I mean, the tomatoes have a larger emotional range than a celery. All in all, it's probably the best minigame so far, but that's not necessarily saying much. How about we try Wheel of Misfortune? Sounds alright. And we're going for it. And we're getting ready. And we're about to go. Oh my god! Why was I floating? I desperately want explanations. We get 3 tries, and considering my first ended up pretty well with me scoring a bunch of tokens, let's see where else this can lead us.
Woohoo!
100 points!
I have to admit, aside from a dumb physics engine, this one's actually alright. Well, with that one out of the way, let's head over to our next attraction, Dead Ringer.
10! Dead Ringer!
Fun. Ooh, learn the future. Maybe I can see if in the future I'll get out of this game. So you're telling me I just paid tokens for somebody to tell me to get tokens? Okay. Before we can head over to our next attraction, our friend, who I forgot to mention at the start of the game is with us, gets trapped into a coffin and then disappears and never returns. Thanks, bud. You're the best. Not to mention, right after the cutscene, you just move on, completely ignoring what just happened. Your best friend just disappeared. Imagine that happening in real life. Nah, just move on, walk off, who cares? Now on to the best mini-game of them all, golf. Or as the game puts it, putt cemetery. This game has a thing where it just tries to make all the games sound way more exciting than they actually are. If they wanted to be honest, they should have just called the actual game itself. We're sorry. Regardless, there's nothing much to say about this one. It's just golf. Not bad, not good. Just plain simple golf that you've come to expect, as the name implies. Oh wait, it's called Putt Cemetery, so the name does not imply it whatsoever. Well, game, guess you can't use that excuse anymore, huh? Well, you know what it's time for? The roller coaster. Another coaster that's probably just as awful as the first.
Let me on the ride! Let me on the ride!
I wish I could, hon, but you don't meet the fright restriction.
Perhaps it's a blessing in disguise. Well, I suppose if they don't let me on that, then why don't we try our batting cage? A game in which we are inside a cage. And we have a bat, which we bat with. Hence the name, batting cage. I suppose it is a play on words, considering that what we bat are literal bats.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Vickers comedy. Wait a minute. I just realized what this is. This is just a collection of dull, overused minigames with a Goosebumps reskin. I've been lied to. I've been sitting here playing an already existing game with frightful elements. Why am I even doing this? I bet the ending is probably just some cliffhanger or a dumb cop-out like it should be. So you know what? I've had enough. No, I'm not going to play, because I'm just going to be sitting here forever playing the same mini-games over and over again until I finally somehow get to the end. There's no point. There never is. There never will be. With that being said, Happy Halloween, Merry Christmas in case I forget to do a Christmas special, Merry Kwanzaa, Merry Hanukkah, Happy Holidays for that matter. I don't even know anymore. All I do know is that this game is terrible.